Hey everybody, welcome to Busch Roses, Flowers Between Friends. And we are all about peonies today. This is poppin' peonies time because they have really popped in this heat. So please watch us to the end because you're going to be hearing about peonies today and what we've got. I'm Georgia Edgington, lead designer here at Busch Roses.
And I'm Kristin Thomas, I'm marketing coordinator here at Busch. And yes, we are actually sitting in front of our largest peony bed behind us, and you're not seeing a lot of peonies behind us, and that's because we have been in record-breaking temps for the last week.
Yes.
So we
which causes them to pop.
Or open. That would be a nicer
blow,
word for me.
Whatever. No, they're not quite there. But
so we had to harvest really quickly because we want to make sure that our peonies are at that perfect stage when we harvest them. And so all of our harvesters had to go crazy this past week.
Very busy in this
yes,
heat. Wow.
Just get them all out of the beds really quick before the sun did their thing, or it did its thing.
And yes. And so that means if they're not here, they're somewhere. And where are they?
They're in our cooler.
They're in the cooler.
Ready to go to your stores.
Waiting to go to your stores. So that's what we're doing today. We're talking peonies. We're bringing you the varieties that we have and the colors that we have.
Yep.
And because we want to make sure that you know that they are no longer on the bushes. They are in the cooler. So you've got to get them into your stores and get them out to the customers because that's what we want. This is peony time.
It is.
Our customers are expecting them. I've actually had some people contact me on Facebook and through Instagram saying, do you have peonies? Where are the peonies?
I know, we wait a whole year for them.
We do, and it's such a short time.
It is short. It makes me a little sad. So enjoy them when you got them.
And yet they're one of our favorites, and they're one of your favorites, and they're one of the consumers' favorites. So we've got them. So Kristin, what do we have? What for our customers?
I've got the light pink and the magenta next to me.
Which are gorgeous.
I know. The light pink is actually my personal favorite. I think I shared that last year when we were in this bed. It is the Sarah Bernhardt variety. It's just so ruffly and cottagey and Victorian and all that fun stuff.
And very full.
It is. They are. And that's maybe why I like them too, because they've got such a high petal count. I could go crazy over these things.
And they're not strongly fragrant, but they are a little bit more fragrant than a couple of the other varieties that we have.
I
so
would agree.
If you want some fragrance, that's where it is.
This
but
is the one
they're
to pick.
not an overkill on fragrance. I don't think.
No, it's like that soft smell.
Very
I can smell them subtly right now, and it's just
it's actually the
wonderful.
perfect. What we can smell right now is just soft and fragrant. It goes along with the cottagey, gentle, romantic look. It's a very soft fragrance. It's beautiful.
I agree. And then the magentas, we do call this magenta, don't we?
Yep, he's magenta.
And
he's just gorgeous.
It's kind of fun because as we harvest them, you're going to get a few buds to go along with, which kind of adds a little different texture and some interest to them. It's also a beautiful color, less petal count. You can already see the center with the pollinators going in there, but
which is a beautiful striking yellow. It's just a real golden yellow.
I love it, and I love the juxtaposition between the dark pink and the light pink. I just love that.
I do too.
Absolutely
it gives
gorgeous.
Great dimension.
Yep, agreed.
Which is what I did here in this piece. I took those.
Do you want me to hold it up?
Yeah, absolutely.
So we can see the container.
Just look at it. And this container. Okay, we haven't talked about containers in a while.
We haven't.
But I have fallen in love with this container, and we have them in a couple different styles and a couple different sizes. So we're going to put all of those numbers on our post when we posted all of the codes for you to get these. But this is perfect. What I'm going to challenge you to look at here is this beautiful blue and the cement on the bottom and how it actually contrasts greatly with the colors that we have here. Kristin used the word juxtaposition.
It's a tough one. Tongue twister.
It sure is. And how that is really a contrast. And they work together brilliantly. And then the fact that I kept it very simple, I only kept greenery in here and the textures and the colors of the peonies. That is going to work very well with the print that you've got happening on the container. So this is absolutely beautiful. You put this in your cooler, this is walking out the door. And like I said, we have these containers in a few different styles and sizes. And they're beautiful, and we have them. So please get them in the store and start doing these gorgeous arrangements with them.
This.
I'm in love with this. Yeah,
it's beautiful.
Absolutely.
Beautiful.
And that's no foam. All I did was take the pittosporum and made a grid. Pittosporum grid. I put in some of the plumosa and then right into my floral. So
that's good to know because you can't see your work how you did it. So.
Absolutely. So I just pittosporum grid, perfect. Makes it real easy. So no foam necessary in this design.
Gorgeous.
So, beautiful. Yeah. And this is another, you know, using the soft pink here as well.
Oh, this is that fun container that we
It
were just
is,
talking about.
yes.
It's heavy.
So
it's a heavy container. There's a lot to it.
I want them to see this container,
Okay.
so I'm just going to gently pull this
All
up a little
right,
bit.
all right.
But take a look at that container. It is so fun. And we have these, and we want you to get them in your store and use them, not just for peonies, but for anything. So please, this is a fun container. It's 6 inches in diameter, but the opening is actually 3 inches, so it's perfect for doing design work. So again, no foam, and I used hosta leaves. I love hosta leaves, Kristin.
I love that. I know. Well,
And
might
we
as well
have
use them.
We have them.
We have them in our cooler.
Yes, we have them right now.
That's awesome.
We've got, I think it was
didn't
like
know that.
12 or 14 bunches like
Okay.
that. So
Okay.
by the end of the day, let's not have them, and Pat will bring more in for us, okay?
There you go.
So let's make sure that you're using these hosta leaves. They are beautiful. I think this is actually guacamole. It's this particular hosta leaf that we have right now. And it's beautiful. And then again, I kept it simple. Just a lot of greenery for the texture, and then the beauty, the simplicity of the simple peony. And you've got a striking design. This is going to be a great price point, sticking in your cooler and getting out the door.
What wax flower is this, Georgia?
This is actually Sweet 16.
Okay, I knew that it wasn't the traditional wax. That's why I
Correct.
asked.
Yep.
So it's
It's
got
a
a little
Sweet
bit more. It's a
16.
little bit more pointy than
It
the
is.
traditional
a
one.
little bit.
I
So
like
then
that.
you get a nice little flow coming out of
I like
the
that.
arrangement.
And if
yeah.
you guys can't tell, this isn't a perfect cylinder. It's kind of got a little bit of a odd shape to it, which makes it more
does.
interesting.
It's
so.
a little bit more rustic.
Yeah,
It's
there you
just
go.
It was just. It feels like it was almost hand molded.
Yeah.
And just really, you know, just kind of that nice rustic feel to it.
It feels expensive to me, just
It
holding it
does.
because
Oh,
of the
yeah.
weight of it. It feels expensive,
Yes,
which
very
I like
expensive.
That.
So
Okay.
over here, I have the medium pink and the coral charm.
Everybody loves the coral.
And we love them. And again, these are right now available. All 4 of these colors and varieties are available, and they're just simply beautiful. So I'm gonna pull out this coral charm here because he is one of my favorites. There you go.
And the coral charm has less of a petal count,
it
right?
does. A little bit more like the magenta, a little
Okay.
bit less petal count, and then just look at that deep golden yellow on the inside, which is just simply beautiful. And then you've got the medium pink.
Look at all those petals.
And the colors, the scent is just beautiful. And again, like the side shoots, like Kristin said, we've got beautiful side shoots happening as well. So some of these will continue to open.
Okay.
You know, some
Yep.
may not, like if they're really tight, like this one here, but this should probably
You should
actually
still get
open for
that.
people.
Yeah. I love
And then
that.
even just blending these colors, it's just beautiful to blend the colors. And the 2 arrangements that I did, I just really did greenery and focused on the peonies. But don't forget to mix them with other garden flowers as well.
I love that bouquet.
Yep,
I love that you added the purple with that too.
Right, yep, just a little bit. I wanted to give a nice cottagey garden look to it, really garden, give it some flow. I wanted to give it flow and movement. So plumosa, variegated lily grass, you've got the limonium in here. It's just, and then these beautiful peonies and a little bit of green mist, and it all gives it it wraps into that garden look, that vintage look that's very big, and it's an expensive look.
It is.
And yet it's,
It's not.
It's not. It's, Oh, and don't forget a little foxtail.
I know, I love that. And I love that you popped in a couple mini carns in here.
Absolutely.
Some people think, oh, I can't put mini carns with a peony.
No,
but
you
look at
so
that.
Can.
Yes.
Look at it. It's again, it gives that country charm and that cottage feel. And carnations really, like we talked about, I don't know, 6 months ago?
Yes.
That carnations are making a comeback.
Yep, absolutely.
So why not mix them into a beautiful bouquet?
And rightly so. The colors that they come in and their sweet little petals,
Right.
I just love them.
And this is Cosmo Cherry, if anybody's wondering. Cosmo Cherry. And it's one of my favorites to work with because of the striking color.
Georgia's really good about knowing her carnation varieties.
There we go.
I say that pretty pink one with the little edging to it.
Yes. And you get to take this home today, Kristin.
I'm very excited about
There you go. It gets to go to Kristin's house. Oh, so I expect a pretty picture.
I can do that.
I know
That
you
I can handle.
I know you can. You're so good at that.
So because we had to harvest early because of the heat, we didn't anticipate, we figured our harvest time would have been a little bit longer. They're available now. Maybe they won't be available in a couple weeks.
Yeah,
so
definitely not.
Use them as you can, and plan for that possibly in a few weeks you won't be able to get our peonies, anymore. So enjoy them when you can.
Yes, so again, homegrown Len Busch rose or peonies right here.
Yes.
Out of Plymouth, and they are just spectacular, and you need them, you want them, you're going to sell them.
Yep, and time for George and I to go for some iced tea
Yeah,
because
because
it
it's
is a
really hot.
one. Yeah. Have a great week, everybody.